Hello artists, Mrs. Castle here, and we are going to learn beginner three-dimensional drawing. We're going to learn about cubes, rectangular prisms, cones, and pyramids. I will try really hard to go kind of slow so you can get all the steps but not make the video too long. I'm looking for some pencils that are different colors because we have several steps that we need to go through. Okay, that's not. They're always dull when they get put back in the bag because people use them. Okay, all right, so for a cube, there are two ways to draw a cube. Okay, well, step one, we'll do blue. For a cube, first step one is a square. You draw a square. Okay, step two, 3 diagonal lines that go the same direction. It doesn't matter whether they go to the right or to the left, but they all have, 3 have to go the same direction. So I'm going to go this way because we've got stuff going on there. Okay. Okay, step 3, and this is the last step, is the edges. And the edges are just like that. Now, why didn't I go out to the end of that line? Because it wouldn't look right. With a cube, all our ends need to be parallel to each other. Like this side and this side are parallel, and this side and this side are parallel, and these 3 sides are parallel. So when I put my end on, I got to make sure that this side and the side that's going to be here is parallel. So I don't pay attention to how much extra line I've got. And this side and this side have to be parallel. So I don't worry about that extra. We can, with the colored pencil, it's harder to erase, but we can a little bit. If you're using regular pencil, it'll be super easy to erase if you're not pressing too hard. Okay, so if it helps you to use colored pencils to practice, that's fine. So step 1 is a square. Step 2, 3 diagonal lines that go the same direction. See, I went to the left that time. And then my edges, this side and this side have to be parallel. And this side and this side have to be parallel. Just like that. And then I can get rid of the parts, the extra line that I don't need. Okay, all right. That's one way to do a cube. Part 2. That's with one side facing towards me. This time we're going to do a corner pointing toward me. So step 1 is a line, easy peasy, a vertical line. Okay, step 2. We're going to do diagonal lines again, but this time we're going to make like a Y shape, and then 2 lines at the bottom. These are going up. Go up. diagonally up to the right and to the left. And then step 3, we'll do the sides. I think that's easiest. This side and this side need to be parallel. And this side and this side also, all three need to be parallel to one another. So it goes straight up and down. This one has a 4th step, the top. Okay, it's kind of the same. I'm going to make diagonal lines, one diagonal line going this way, but it's this side and this side have to be parallel. So go that corner, that's pretty close. And then this side has to be parallel with this side. So let's go slow again. The vertical line, diagonals that go up at the top and the bottom, my sides parallel to there, and then my top. This side, and this side are parallel. And then this side, and the side that'll be over here need to be parallel. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna, oops, can't use that pencil. Draw one with all one color so it'll be a little bit easier to see. And then I can erase like that. That doesn't erase quite as well as that turquoisey blue. Okay. And rectangles are about the same, except we're going to start with a rectangle instead of a rectangular prism. It's going to be the same, except I'm going to start with a rectangle instead of a square. That side is facing me. I'm going to do my 3 diagonal lines going the same direction, and then my edges. Just like that. And I can do the rectangular prism with the corner facing me, just like I can a cube. My sides, and then my top. Oops. I'm really messing that one up. Let's try it again. My line. See, I make mistakes. It's okay. Perfection is overrated. My diagonal lines. Golly, I'm a mess today. And my top. There we go. Ta-da! Yay. Okay. All right. Let's draw a dividing line. Okay. A cone. You might have talked about cones in math. Cones are pretty easy. Step 1 is, and let's see. Okay, an angle that the opening points down. That's step 1. and the legs of it need to be about the same length. And then 2 is the bottom of it. This is the tricky part. It has to be curved like that. So first step is an angle that the legs are about the same. Point, yeah, the point goes up, and then a curved bottom on it like that. There's your cone. If we added shading to it, it would look even more 3D, but we're not going to worry about that now. And I forgot I have one more thing to add to our list. Okay, pyramids are kind of sort of like a cube, but not exactly. Okay, first step is a triangle. Triangle. And then, oops, 2. Step 2 is this color. My triangle. Just like, I'm going to make a diagonal line, only one. I'm only going to make one diagonal line going that way. It still goes up, and you can go to either side, and then, that's not. Maybe like that-ish. And then my other side like that. With the pyramid, you're probably only going to see 2 sides of it. And maybe more up like that. Okay. All right, and we're going to add one thing to our list, and that's cylinders. I think. If I spelled that wrong, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. But we're going to do cylinders, and we have a very few steps for this too. So step 1 is an ellipse. Okay, an ellipse. And an ellipse is like an oval, but both ends are about the same. An oval is fatter at the bottom, or fatter at one end than it is at the other, because it's an egg shape. An ellipse is not. Okay, step 1 is an ellipse, and step 2 is the sides. Now, I'm not going to put my sides here. I'm going to make my sides come down from the very farthest edges of my ellipse. And they need to be parallel for a basic cylinder, like a can. Okay, then my third and final step, the bottom, and this is like half of an ellipse, so we would only see that much. Like that. There's my can. If I put details on it, like some aluminum cans are ridged, my ridges would also be curvy. If I make the ridges flat, or straight across, and I'll do one for you that has them straight across, and you'll see how it ruins the 3D-ness of the can. So, or the cylinder, whatever your cylinder is. Okay, step 1 is my ellipse. Step 2 is the sides coming down from the farthest corners. And I'm running into my sample ellipse, or my sample oval. And then a curve across the bottom that's about like that curve. Then if I put that one squashed because I put straight lines on it. Don't do that. If you're putting details on, even a label, it's going to be curved because it's going to go with the roundness of the can. So if I have a can and I put a label on it, okay, it's the top and the bottom edges of the label are going to be curved as well, but not the sides. They go straight up and down. Okay, that's our basic 3D shapes. I didn't put a sphere on here because we got to do shading to make a circle look three-dimensional, and we're not doing shading right now. So there are our cubes, rectangular prisms, cones, pyramids, and cylinders. Practice 4 or 5 of each one and take a picture of your work and upload it to this assignment. Talk to you later. Bye.